So today we've got the new Ozone Roadster 4. It's a beginner intermediate wing from Ozone. We're going to do some unpacking and we're going to go take it up, get some flying in and see what my first thoughts are.
Ozone state, this wing is a fully reflexed paramotor wing. It's fun, it's fast, and it has high passive safety for its class. It excels in all types of powered flight, from low-level precision flying to XC adventures. Sounds good, right?
Ozone say this wing is designed for beginners and intermediates. Now, the Ozone Roadster 3, which was a great wing, was a perfect wing for people coming out of school. I'm sure this is going to be very similar with that, but it's also going to be a great wing for people that just want that all-round accessibility for paramotoring, whether they want to go cross-country, a little bit of thermaling, easy launch. I think that's what this wing's going to be all about. So I'll let you know as soon as I get in the air. Now, Ozone bags, you can see that it comes with this stuff sack. Now, this doesn't come as standard with most Ozone wings, but if you're buying stuff from Northern Skies, we always stick in the lightweight easy bag, free of charge. So this is the inner bag. Probably most paramotor pilots, once they've opened it up, they'll probably never use this again, but it's great to have in the bottom of your paramotor harness pocket. Nice, nice. Never going to see it packed up this small ever again. So we've got speed bar, normally what you get with most wings. We'll be using that later on. Comes packed up with a compression strap. Wow. So it's a different material Ozone are using with this wing. So it'll be interesting to see how that feels. Already sort of feels, you can feel the difference. It's definitely sort of less crinkly than you normally get with the new wing. But yeah, I imagine that's going to really help with the durability of this wing. It feels, it's got an interesting feel to it. Now, the risers come in this riser bag. Let's take a look at these. Oh, interesting. Yeah, straight away, the trimmer system, that's jumping straight out at me. So you can see, Ozone have now got these printed trimmer systems. And that's going to be interesting because I have to admit, I do like these stitched lines that are on Ozone wings, which sort of give you that physical feel of whereabouts you are. But with the trimmer systems, I'm seeing a complete new pulley as well. And that pulley, wow, that pulley just seemed interesting. So that's really nice. Yeah, you've got really good control with the amount of trim you're setting with this pulley. That's going to be interesting to see what that's like when I get in the air. That's different to normal trimmer pulleys on most paramotor wings. Yeah, I'm excited to give that a go. So they've got the risers tied together. And here we are with the risers. Nice. So looking at this, we've obviously got the normal wingtip steering system. Magnets onto there. We've got that going to an elastic that goes up to your connection point or down to your connection point. We've got an extra elastic on the trimmer. That's interesting. So is that there to ensure that there we go. That must be there to ensure it comes into place and goes onto that nice strong magnet. That's wicked. That's going to be really useful. I know the ones on older wings are not as strong, so sometimes you've got to place the trimmers on there, but with that bit of elastic, I imagine that's going to more or less fall into place. Cool. I'm liking the extra usability on this wing. I believe they've also increased the strength of the magnets on the brakes, so we'll see how that is in the air. The brakes, you can move the brake positioning for high and low hang points, or for trike and foot launch use. For trikes, you can bring it down a bit. Foot launch, you can have it a bit higher. Same with the brake pulley. You've got the ability to adjust whereabouts that brake pulley goes. Nice, that's looking great. Okay then, let's go get this wing laid out. Let's take a closer look at the shape, the profile, the aspect ratio of the Roadster 4. Okay, which way around is she? Cold crisp day today, guys. Nice. It's a Roadster 428. I believe the paramotor weight range of this goes up to 160 kilos. So yeah, my all-up weight today is going to be about 140 kilos. Roadster. Now, I think there's only one thing for it. Let's take her for a fly. Okay. Let's clip her in. I'm going to do a fair launch. I'm not going to do a power launch or anything like that. Let's see how she goes. Yeah, hardly anything. Comes up quite nicely. Beautiful. Very nice. You can straight away feel that the roll stability is better than the Roadster 3. I'm not having to put any active movements in, lots of power, and she's just absolutely like she's on rails. That's instantly noticeable. Obviously the takeoff run speed was a little bit quicker than what you'd get on a fully paragliding wing, but we are trimmed out a little bit as well. So I'll try some launches later on full slow trim and see how we get on. But that was, you had a bit of lift in the brakes, so you could use that typical paramotor technique of a little bit of both brakes to unstick. Okay, so we're up at 700, 800 foot. First flight on the Roadster 4, and yeah, takeoff was pretty nice actually. Really stable on climb out. Yeah, so far, first impressions are good. Beautiful day today. Bit of haze about, so in fact, let's go to slow trim and get up above that haze. So trying out the new trimmers, there's definitely a bit more resistance on them, but that resistance probably makes it easier to actually use. You've got something to pull against, so often, like I was saying before, I did like having the rigidity of the stitching that gave you the clue. Actually, you've got the ability to really dial down your trims there, just pulling them in. It's not sort of all the way in as you pull. You can really choose whereabouts you want that trim setting to be. I mean, with regards to the way they print the trims, I'm not sure what technique they use and how well that'll last. I know some manufacturers, when the way they print on the trims over time, it gets worn away. But that, that's only going to be able to, time will tell on that one. So we just made it through the inversion. I could smell a bit of smoke as we went through it, but we're just above it now. Okay, let's see how trimmed out goes. Oh, nice. Oh, that's really smooth. Hockey magnets. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Nice. Yeah, I like that. Normally when you do that, it's doof, and it's gone to fast trim. But no, that was beautiful. So we're on fast trim. Wing is feeling solid. Awesome.
Your current altitude is near 1,700 feet, about 1,700 feet above ground. You are flying north at 45 kilometers per hour. The wind is coming from the east. At 2 o'clock, at 12 kilometers per hour. Take off is 3 minutes away towards your 5 o'clock.
Okay, so let's have a go at what the tip steering is like. Yeah, super agile, super efficient, like you'd expect. Tip steering just works a treat like that. Okay, I'm going to try and set up some oscillations on fast trim and let's see how well it dampens them out. So we've got some quite nasty oscillations there. I'm not doing any weight shift, just maintaining throttle. And as you can see, that dampening out straight away. Beautiful. So for new pilots there, they're not going to get in that dangerous situation of PIOs, pilot-induced oscillations. So that's really good. I've not got any GPSs on at the minute for speeds. I'll do that in a full review. Just wanted to give you guys a first impressions, first of all. And yeah, so far the good. I can see this being a real nice first wing. Really nice. A lot more wind at altitude today than there is down at ground level, that's for sure. So fast trim, let's see what RPM setting we need to maintain at fast trim. So that's holding nicely, 1,867 foot. Yeah, that's holding, and that's 6,330 to 50 RPM. So at the minute, for me, that's a 3.8 litres an hour fuel burn on fast trim, which ain't too bad. I mean, obviously that's all relative to how fast we're going, and I'll see how fast we're going later on. But 3.8 litres an hour for my 115 kilo weight ain't too bad at all. Now I am flying this all up about 145 kilos, so below the top weight range, top paramotor weight range, but above the EN certificated weight range, which is where you'll probably find yourself on most paramotor wings, where you want to be most of the time. I'm still finding this really easy to deal with. Yeah, no problems at all so far. I've lost our field for a second then. It's the haze and the sun. So yeah, you know, it's probably going to be a real good option for anybody who's maybe doesn't manage to keep the currency up as well. So you might have quite a few hours, but the joys of British weather and work and time sometimes means that you don't keep that currency up. You maybe only get to fly once, twice a month. This is going to make them few times you get to fly nice and simple, nice and easy. You know, practically the way the trimmers work, the simplicity of the risers, it's all really nice. Makes it nice and easy. As we felt there on that launch, it was a low wind launch, but I didn't put any power on. It came up straight above my head. Yeah, as we do the full review, what I'll do is I'll try to do some launches out of wind, maybe not the best setup of the wing, and just see how the wing copes when you're not fully into wind. So smooth today. Gotta love flying in winter. Absolutely not felt a single bump. Oh, well, there's the inversion. straight away you could smell some smoke. It's 1,200 feet. Okay, so looking back at the field, still looks like there's the same direction as takeoff, not much breeze. So we're coming in for a low wind landing. Got an easterly wind up here. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of the 360 cam and we'll bring her in for a landing. So we're engine off. Let's try them trimmers. Oh, that's so nice. Right, we'll come in on the second line out. So not fully slow, not neutral. Yeah, the brakes are quite nice and responsive actually. So if you do want to have a bit of a play, it's not too bad for that either. Nice. Yeah, so I mean, that's not going to hold you back if you're the sort of pilot that likes the idea of throwing it around a bit. Obviously, if you're getting experience, you want to go up a level, but it's not going to hold you back. But when it goes wrong, if you just go hands up, it just seems to settle down really nicely. So if we go, hey, hands up there, mistime swings, and it just looks after you. That's really nice. Yeah, I have to admit, first flight on the Roadster 4 and the impressions are pretty damn good. I think it fits in really nice at that beginner, lower intermediate level. So far, we'll see how the landing goes, but so far I've not come across...
Your current altitude is near 200 feet, about 300 feet above ground. You are flying southwest at 46 kilometers per hour. The wind is coming from the east. You're 6 o'clock, at 9 kilometers per hour.
So far I've not come across anything that makes me worry about this for somebody going on halfway through the paramotor course. Woohoo! Don't want to land on that today, bit slippy. Beautiful. Yeah, that was really nice to land actually. Progressive flare. Got a bit of energy in there, but I did the swoop and that still worked a treat. Nice. So first impressions, yeah, pretty positive. Great wing, and I can't really fault it so far. The sort of standout bits for me, definitely the roll stability. Them winglets, they work a treat. I've got them on my Viper XC, could see the difference they made with that. And yeah, on the Roadster, absolutely, you can definitely feel that difference straight on takeoff. You know, sometimes if you're a little bit heavy-handed and stuff on the brakes, you can set up that oscillation on other beginner wings, even the Roadster 3, but the Roadster 4, like it's on rails, so that's awesome. Really liked the trim settings, the sort of the cams, the roller cams that they've got on the trimmers. So easy to use, so much better than any other trimmer that I've used before. You've got that resistance, which allows you to really select the trim setting you want. And then when you let it go, it just smoothly goes out. It doesn't do any of this whoop that you sometimes get. So yeah, so far I'm really over the moon with it. Launch seemed easy enough. Landing, didn't even have to think about it. Yeah, so far, so first impressions, really positive, really positive. I'm looking forward to getting a bit more time on it and letting you know how I get on. I had a quick look at the track log and checked out sort of into crosswind leg and back again. They were directly opposing each other track-wise, track heading-wise, but I can't guarantee they're into wind. I wasn't putting that much effort into it. And that gave me an airspeed of 52 kilometers an hour on fast trim. But I am going to go into a lot more depth on doing some speed tests and sort of seeing what numbers we're getting on this setup in the next video. So yeah, if you want to know a bit more about the Roadster 4, I'm going to put out a full review video soon. You can also check out northernskies.uk. We're an Ozone dealer, so if you're looking for an Ozone wing, hit us up. Let's see if we can help you out. Cheers.